Hello there, Sagittarius. This is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a practicing witch and a tarot card reader. And this is your general love reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week of July 6th. If you're a cross watcher, keep in mind that all of these energies can be reversed. If this one doesn't resonate, please check out your other placements. And let's get started. So, some of you are dealing with someone who is fickle. Keep in mind, this is a general love reading. So, what I'm getting here is all right, the Five of Wands is some like fighting or one-upping or like manipulative behavior, going back and forth with someone, like a tit for tat kind of a thing. Along with that, that Five of Swords, there's like some cognitive dissonance here. Like you can't quite figure out if this person is playing around with you or if they're serious about you or what their feelings are. Because I have a feeling it changes like every time you talk to this person. We're going to take a look at the present situation, your energy, theirs, the advice, and some like the outcome for you. All right. So, like I said, we have the Five of Swords. There is a lot of like sneaky kind of underhanded behavior going back and forth. And with that Two of Wands, I think you're trying to make a decision whether or not you want to just rid yourself of this person and like start again with somebody else. The Two of Wands is kind of making plans for the future, looking at the decisions that you can make in this current situation. And as much as I think like you want to get away from this person, and this is just an intuitive hit, I think you're really attracted to this person. There's a lot of an attraction going on here, and which is understandable. And having someone who is a little bit fickle, you're never quite sure, which I think can kind of keep you locked into a cycle with somebody. All right, let's take a closer look at you. Pay attention to the red flag. The signs are cautioning you. There's some red flags here. I don't know that this person is necessarily like completely awful, but they are inconsistent. And we'll get to that in a second. Here's the High Priestess. You may have some water energy in your chart, or you're just trying to, get in touch with those feelings and trying to listen to your intuition. Sometimes we don't pay attention to our own inner voice, and that leads us astray. We end up on the wrong path because of it. We would all be a lot better off if we were tuning into that kind of energy. There's the Emperor here. You could be dealing with an Aries or a fire sign more broadly, but what I'm getting here is you're probably wanting some order, just calming everything down. The Emperor is all about bringing order to chaos and making lists and making sure that, all the bills are paid. I think you'd like to get off this roller coaster, is what I'm sensing from here, because, yikes, we have the Ten of Swords, which is some pain. You may be feeling a little bit lost and a little bit lonely. Some people can unconsciously, or maybe even deliberately, kind of trigger sensitive spots that we have, like abandonment or someone wanting somebody else more than you, that kind of thing. And all right, with the Seven of Wands here, you're feeling a little bit defensive too, like you're backed into a corner. This isn't the best energy. It's not the worst either, but there are some red flags in this relationship that you need to watch out for. And I think you are with the Page of Swords and Justice. I think you're feeling like you're not getting the entire picture. There's something maybe a little underhanded going on, a little ethical, not necessarily illegal, but that Page of Swords is probably pushing you to do a little bit of fact finding. Maybe checking out this person's, DMs or their social media, or just kind of making sure like whatever truth, and I say that in quotations, whatever truth they give you is actually true. Because this person is inconsistent, fickle, a flirt. All right, let's take a look at their energy a little closer. Flirt, like I said, extend your lighthearted energy to others, except this isn't necessarily all the way lighthearted. This is someone who likes to play games. Um, I don't see like someone is super toxic here, this person, whoever you're dealing with, but they're not on the up and up either. Knight of Cups is water energy, could be a water sign. Um, Knight is kind of a player. I mean, look at him with like the white horse in the background and the love letter there and the picnic. He's got flowers. This is someone who can tell you what you want to hear and he'll say it right at the right moment. I'm using the word he, but this could be a she as well. Someone who just is really good with the words and knows exactly what buttons to push because they've studied you in a way. But that Ace of Wands here, this person's pretty passionate. Um, this may be a friends with benefits situation. This is just an observation that won't apply to everyone, but for a lot of you, this is a friend with benefits. And it's very sexy. This person may show you a very good time in bed, but the time that you spend out of bed with this person is not necessarily so satisfying. So just keep that in mind. I also have the devil showing up here. It could be a Capricorn, but more likely it's that, all right, look at how he's beckoning. This is a very, well, this is a very sexy devil. This is the one that would lead you into temptation, to push you into doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do. I don't think this is like a toxic person, but just someone who is, I don't know, eternally playful and not serious about the emotions. It's all about sex and fun and flirting and, having a good time. It's always summer with this person. And that's why I think the sun is showing up here. You ever know that fable about like I think it's the grasshopper and like he played all summer and didn't squirrel away any food? It's kind of like that. This person is just interested in the fun, that lighthearted, warm energy. And when you're with this person, you can feel very warm. Like they're playful and funny and charming and sexy, but there's not necessarily any substance there. There is a distinct lack of substance whenever you try to pin them down for something more tangible. I think it's difficult to get that. And that's kind of reinforced by the Knight of Wands showing up here. Could be a fire sign, but more likely just embodying that energy of someone who's a flirt and fun. They'll come in, they'll rush in, they sweep you off your feet. They're sexy, they're exciting, interested in playing with you, but not wanting anything more substantial. Especially with that Three of Cups. I don't think this is a third party situation. There's probably multiple parties. They're probably flirting with a lot of people. But what I'm seeing is like self-indulgent kind of energy. Like they're gonna order an extra dessert and another bottle of wine and dance all night and stay up late and flirt with everyone in the bar and hand out their numbers to a bunch of people. It's kind of that vibe. Just someone who is, well, like a bit of a hedonist, actually. Yeah, I definitely think that's the right term, a hedonist. Yet they're very compelling and very charming. The devil popped up there for a reason. All right, let's look at your advice. We have Strength and we have the King of Wands. Well, Sagittarius, this is definitely your energy with fire here. I think this is telling you don't forget how magnetic and charming you can be when you put your mind to it. Um, Sagittarius is very flirtatious and vivacious and exciting. Don't lose sight of that. Don't get bogged down in this energy and like expecting more from this person and then not receiving it. And I think strength is here to remind you, all right, you see how she's like half animal? This is very Leo energy, but it's also just getting in touch with like that animalistic side. It's indulging in, food and sex and primal kind of aspects. So For some of you, I think this is maybe telling you to teach this person a little bit of a lesson. I don't know if, like, karmically that's something that you want to do. You do whatever is best for you, but that is definitely a mess here. Or just letting you know that that's what this person is interested in. And if that sounds fun to you, well, then go for it. Have a really good time, but just don't expect more because I don't think you're going to get it, which is disappointing. And then we have temperance, which is a sense of balance. Um, don't get too lost in this situation. Make sure you keep your wits about you. You see how there's a sun and a moon here? Like there's light and dark energy in this reading. Just make sure you stay more to the light. And the Empress here is also a self-care message. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself well and expect others to treat you well. Whenever someone doesn't, make sure you give them a lesson. Know your worth here. All right. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please tell me down below. Please like and subscribe since I do free weekly readings here on YouTube. And have a good day, Sagittarius. Bye.